Hello and welcome to my Human Design channel. This time we're going to be looking at manifestors. It's funny with the different types because the manifestors look at the generators and they go, well, surely you respond because they can feel our response in them. And I look at manifestors and I go, surely you impact people. And they go, well, they don't recognize their own impact. I mean, this is one of the things to understand about the dilemma of a manifester. They don't get it until they get it. They impact immediately and they impact all the time in one way or another. As a simple example, they will impact by coming into a group of people, and let's say the group of people don't see them coming, and suddenly they say something. It's like, well, where did you come from? They will just come out of nowhere. They have this closed and repelling aura that we cannot penetrate. Even projectors can't penetrate all the way through it. And they appear behind you, you're surprised, you have a conversation, you carry on with what you're doing, you say something thinking they're in the room, and they're not. They've gone. So they impact by their appearing and by their disappearing. They impact with their smile. I mean, the manifestor smile is a kind of on an epic scale. In fact, there's a lot of things about manifestors that I find really epic. Their vitality, when they're in the life force and they're doing something, it's like, wow, look at that one go. I mean, they're just in it. I think it's, some of the sculptures we have in the ancient world must be manifestors because of that look. You know what I mean? So manifestors impact. They crack the space that was there and they open it up or they change it in some way. It's really incredible to see. And one of the joys of doing human design for 25 years now is that I've had the opportunity to see all the channels in different ways in different people, and manifestors in every way possible. In terms of, I mean, what is a manifestor? Manifestor is a motor to the throat, without the sacral. So we're talking about impactful emotional energy twice, through transitoriness and through openness. So this is a different kind of energy to the root energy that gets all the way to the top. So think about that, or the will energy that gets there immediately. Just think about that. Think about what's going on here. You've got immediate impact in transitoriness. So this is something that can be, very exciting, or very angry, but it's like bang. It's like this incredible wave of energy that comes out in a crescendo in one way or another. Their laughter also is incredible. Their laughter can crack the space. With the 1222, it's this attentiveness that brings people to open up around them. All 1222s, I mean, especially manifestors, but all 22s at some level will know that in their life they've made strong men cry, or they've changed people in a way that the people themselves have brought it out. They've had to. It's a magical channel in many ways, and it also has an incredible laughter. When the emotions impact, they impact in a way that does shatter in some way what was there before, changes it. If you're thinking about the money line from the will, this is impactful in a material way, but it's also impactful in the sense that we're talking about an energy that is, well, regal in some way. That power, that direct power, when a 4525 puts 4521 puts the hand on your shoulder, there's immediate inclusion. Or, I mean, that's if they want to include you. If it's not, they turn their back on you. That also has an impact. But they can include you with a touch. You know, so glad you're here, Richard. You know, it's like, oh wow, I really feel here now. You know, I have the king's blessing or the queen's blessing. So there's so many ways they impact. They can impact with their generosity from that channel. If you take the root to the throat, then you're talking about something else. You're talking about, well, hard to say exactly, but I would say certainly one of the fastest creatures on Earth in the way that they can impact. Think about it. This is root energy right at the bottom of the chart, moving up to the throat under pressure, fast. You know, it's more like the crack of a whip. The way they can suddenly move or say something in that moment, it's incredible. When we're thinking about the emotional energy coming out, or the will energy coming out in the way that the will speak with that authority, as an example, or the emotions will come out. It's more like a dear manifestor once said to me, use this word a lot, and I think it's a good word for manifestors that impact through the directly. It's a kind of a thrum. It's a kind of a thrum. You know, you're impacted and kind of moves through the body and comes from the inside out. So they impact. You do impact, manifestors. You do. You impact all the time. You've got this kind of just do it kind of vibe. You know, when a manifestor gets in and gets on with something, people kind of are moved to move with that energy. The initiating quality of manifestors, the ability to open us up to a whole new territories. Now, they impact by the things they will tell you that you never knew. And it's like, really? Yeah, that. And it's like, really? And so I have been surprised many times by manifestors and impacted by that. Janelle once said that manifestors are here to bring excitement into our lives. And I think that's definitely the case, one way or the other. So I want you to know that. Two more things. What manifestors don't like and will not put up with is control. So any kind of control, anyone telling them what to do is immediately going to get their backs up. Or trying to push them somewhere, or trying to, I once took a manifesto on a birthday treat, and it was a surprise. I thought it would be a nice surprise. I won't tell her where I'm taking her, and I bribed the taxi driver also not to tell her. So we're driving along, and then it's like, where are we going? I'm not going to tell you. It's a surprise, you know. I want to know, where are we going? Where are we going? It's like they don't like the control being taken away from them, even in fun, even in love. So there's also that, the need for the manifestor, the absolute priority for the manifestor is to be free, to be able to be impactful as they will. Ra described them as uncontrollable, and that's absolutely the way they should be. We need that in the world. Obviously, I'm seeing more manifestors being born at this time. They've moved from 9% to about 10.4% now. So there is this extra raw energy, life force that is needed at this time, which is an interesting thing to think about. We talk about a manifestor going from anger to peace. But there's also something in between. You see, anger is all very well when it comes out, you hear it, you see it, you can, I mean, it's obvious. But what if it doesn't come out? What if it's underneath in the manifestor? And in that sense, you can get to see a sullenness. that comes over the face. Manifesting generators can also have that. I mean, bearing in mind I'm a manifesting generator and I know what I'm talking about, it's also the fact that if I go into the aura of a manifestor, I'm going to be affecting it myself. But I've watched Ra Uru Hu for many hours from a distance in some of this time. And I have seen that sullenness. I've seen it in all manifestors at some level. So again, they will impact by that. They, you know, when you see them, there is an impact, whatever is going on. So manifestors, my message here is you do impact, you know, never forget that you impact in so many ways. And thank you for your impact, because you do make our lives more interesting and you do open us up to whole new worlds like Ra Uru Hu did. So thank you. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please subscribe so I can build this channel, and share and like, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.